Hi, get ready with me while I explain to you the concept of motivation and a short explanation of what I think motivation is, like an example. Tranqui. So, the other day I was talking to my friends and they were saying like, "Do you know what motivates me?" They were like, "Oh my god, what?" I have dreamed to hang out with you guys and just smoke weed and drink alcohol and in a lot of quantities. And and it was weird because we agree with that idea, and it's like, oh my god, that motivates me because it's almost the end of the stress, so why not? But in that moment, that motivation wasn't the one I was looking for, I was looking for a different one. So this morning I was scrolling my TikTok and I watched a video from a girl who was cleaning her room. Oh, no. And and it was so curious because at the end of it, um she put a candle and relaxing music, and I remember the way she just lied on her bed, and I was like, oh my god, I want to do this. So I started cleaning my whole room just for that video, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of illogic because imagine a world where you want, well, unconsciously you see a person doing something, and that's the motivation you need to start to do that things or that thing you want to do. You know what I mean? It was like, if I not see that video, of course I wouldn't clean my room, but the the explanation for motivation or the meaning, it's it's weird and it's a subjective. Motivation is wild because while my friends are looking for motivation just for drink and do teenagers crazy things, the motivation I wanted, it's something that gives me that peace and that relaxing vibes. So that's why I believe that motivation is it's subjective from each one, because my friends just want to get fun, and I just want to stop that things I hate to do. You know, I know it's a short get ready with me, but that's the only thing I wanted to explain to you. Just what I think about motivation, and that's all for me. So thank you so much. Good night. Get fun. Drink alcohol.
Well, there are some tips to enhance your motivation, and for me, the most important here is uh, find the reason why are you doing this, why are you here, and yeah, basically find your a personal goal, a personal project, your lifestyle that you want to achieve, and yeah, find a reason why are you doing this. Well, the tip number two is basically if you have like big goals or huge goals, make it more smaller so that you avoid procrastination, you avoid that find the task very difficult. That's why important to small reduce your goals in chunks. I don't know, chop it, yeah, so that you don't lose the motivation. Well, the tip number 3 is create a routine that you like. Could be like listening to music or watch a TV show or a movie. Meanwhile, you are doing like your routine, your daily routine, to avoid like get bored or procrastination. Yeah, so that's the number 3 and the last one.
Oh, hi. I haven't seen you. Well, having you here, I wanted to tell you about emotional intelligence because probably you don't have it. And well, I want to explain first that Daniel Goleman, that was the father of the emotional intelligence, well, he was considered as the father. In 1995, he was studying this group of abilities that is emotional intelligence. He was centered that emotional intelligence is in oneself, that we are capable to analyze our emotions, and with it we can expand and regulate them because, well, with it we can control the impulses before them. Also, he has a book that is called Emotional Intelligence and Intellectual Coefficient. That emotional intelligence is, I think he called, is more important than to have a coefficient. I forgot it. Intellectual coefficient, because he thinks that the 100% of the population have intellectual coefficient, but no one can develop the emotional intelligence. So that's why he believes that emotional intelligence is better than the coefficient, intellectual coefficient.
Well, for emotional intelligence, there are also some tips to follow to increase it. Yeah, the first one is know your feelings. Yeah, internalize, ask you how you feel, understand your emotions. That's the simple way or a easy way to understand the other feelings. First of all, understand yourself. Well, the second tip of how you increase your emotional intelligence is take a break. Take a break before a situation full of stress that could affect you, could make you feel stressed or feel angry. Yeah, like to have control about the situation. Yeah, so before a situation, a difficult situation, just take a break. I don't know, breathe and think about your feelings in the moment. That's a good way to confront the problems, face the problems that you are gonna face. Well, the third tip and the last is basically grow your empathy. Yeah, try to do actions that increase your empathy to others. That's the easy way to understand other feelings and to face problems with people. Yeah, dealing with people is difficult. Sometimes they don't understand, or they they are kind of like backbreakings. Yeah, so you have to grow your empathy, understand that others have feelings like you, others have situations that they faces all the time. That's why important to increase your emotional intelligence to avoid problems with others. Yeah.